Hi, I'm Kimmie Rose, and welcome to the Light the Way Prisms of Light channel. I'm really excited. I'm outside, it's a little windy, but I've been wanting to share some things that I've done with my kids for a long time. And these are things that allow me to communicate with my kids and allow them to communicate with me. One of the things you see in my house is boards. I have chalkboards and communication boards, and each one of the kids have them in their room. And so if sometimes when children don't know how to, like, they have a hard time talking, they'll write things on their board. So, you know, like, it's hard sometimes when especially when they get to be teenagers, to get them to, like, just come out and say things. And, you know, I know we have Facebook and all those things now that we can kind of take a look at their feelings, but it's really neat if you can put these boards, because it teaches them, because we still got to get our hands on things. So today I wanted to share with you something that I think that is really fun. You can do this with your kids, and it can create a form of communication with you and your children out in nature. So what, if you've heard, you've probably seen the magnets, you know, that you stick on the refrigerator. The thing about those is, yeah, they're a lot of fun in that, but they're really not good for the environment at all. Not good for the environment. So what I think is amazing is you can take and you can go pick up stones. And I'm telling you, whether you live by the ocean or, gosh, anywhere, we find stones all over. You can dig on the ground and find stones if you live near the lakes. So the lakes have all kinds of stones. So next week when I'm up north, I'm going to actually be picking up some stones. And this size stone is great for communication. This is a good stone that if you want to, like, I call this a decision-making stone. So you can take pens, or you can do etching, and if you want to finish them and tumble them and all that. But this is a good one, like yes, no, maybe, you know, where you can put on all sides and you can roll it. So this is a great stone you can use for something like that. Do not use glass. Glass, that's dangerous. It's not good. Glass is good to drink out of. It's healthy to drink out of. And another kind of thing that you want to be maybe a little bit careful of is, see this stone? This is really neat. This is a fossil. And fossils are really cool, because if you want to help your kids, or me, like, I see a face in it. So how I do class on teaching about things in nature, you can actually look at things like this, and it inspires your intuition. So we're going to start out just with a few stones, and I'm going to show you how you can do some really neat things to communicate with your kids. So here is the first one. It's I am. Well, these words are like are good ways. Like, I am feeling happy today. I am feeling sad today. The different words you want to use, and I wrote these down, is always using pronouns like I, you, he, me, my, us, ours, we, sit. Then you're going to also communicate with senses, like feeling, touching, tasting words. And then you can use adjectives, which they describe nouns or pronouns, like red, you know, clear, loud. And then a noun. So I'm not going to go deeply into English, but if you're trying to come up with words, that's a good way to do things. So this is I am. So I'm using a pronoun, and am could be this could be a verb. I'm not going to get too deep on this, but I am is a good sentence creator. So I am, and we're going to think of some things that can go with I am. I like to use colors. I have different colors, and if you keep them in a case, which I'm really learning because I'm really good at losing things. I am happy. What would be happy for me? Happy to me, let's see, I could do green or red, but green would be more like I'm happy in like a peaceful way. But with a kid, I would use red, like I am happy in a exciting way. So this is a good stone because it would fit the word happy in it. I am happy. You just write it on the stone. And then the kids, they can, you know, I am happy. You know, and it's just fun to play with. Now, let's do I am sad. Probably a black marker would be good, or a black paint marker would be good with that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use silver because that's kind of like an in-between. So I am sad, I'm gonna put that actually on a stone that feels kind of like a sad stone, a little darker stone. I am sad. So then, what's a good word? I am sad because, right? Think of that, because, to describe something. So let's give a real good descriptive stone. I am sad because, I think that's a good heart because you're, because, so I'm gonna write I am sad because, or I am happy because. And then I'm gonna put some other words in here because we should have the word I. That's a good one. I like I in green. I kind of think I should, maybe we'll let that dry. Or because he, or because she. I'll show these to you in a minute because they are wet. So I am happy, or I am sad, and then the word because. I feel something, he did this or she did this. So I also wrote the word I down because that word I can be used in a lot of other words. Some other words we want to do are like me and we. I'm going to use a different one. We should be a heart, like a heart green is the color of the heart. We. Okay. Now let's look at some things. I am happy, so I'm going to do this word. I'm going to do happy today. I am happy because we, and then let's give another word like are. We are. Because we are, A-R-E, I want to put that in red because that's like a strong descriptive word. Because we are sharing. How about that? Because we are sharing in this moment. I am happy because we are sharing. So let's say we're going to replace this. Maybe your child isn't happy because they're not sharing. So I am, and then you take that out and you put sad because we, and then I'm going to take another stone, aren't sharing. And I'm going to use another color. You can use whatever other colors you want. You gotta let these dry. We aren't sharing. That's a big one for kids, sharing, right? What are other ones for kids? Play, you know, play is a good word that you can use. So we could write play. And I'm talking about words you can use to communicate with one another. Some other words you can use, harmony, faith, today. How about that? Today is a good word. Today was is a good word. And what I'll do is try to include a bunch of words for you. Today was And I already have the I. What else? Anybody think of a word that I'm missing? Okay, how about A? A is a good word. A. Let's see, some other words. I feel. How about that one? We got dare. I feel, right? That's a, oh, I've got feel. No, that was fetch. I feel. What's another expressive word?
Touch.
Touch. That's a good one. What color?
Blue.
Blue? We don't have blue right now.
Green.
Ooh, there's a touchstone. How about school? Kids go to school, would that be a good word? Friends. I think that's a good one. How about family?
Yep.
Family, we'll make family a big one. Let's do friends. We could do this for a long time, but we're just gonna, I'm gonna do something and have Skip put it together. How about a need? What is a need that people have?
Love.
Love. Spoken from a Cancer. Love. I was gonna say hungry. Love. And I did it with green, but some people might do it with red. Some other words. How about some words like, let's see, for. That might be a good one, or. That might be a good one, right? Or. With. That might be a good one, right? How about the word you? Did we do you yet?
I think so.
We didn't do that one. That one's an important one, you, right? Now, how about we do mom and dad? I think I better do this one a little bit darker. You. Mom. I'm going to do a big green color. Mom. And then what I'm going to do is on the other side, I'll do dad. Because sometimes there's might just be a mom or a dad. And then if you want to do another stone with mom and dad, you can. Another one you could do would be brother. And then what's another word? Sister? Now we're going to do a few other words. This is a cool one. How about feelings? Joy? Or that might not be a word that a child...
Happy.
Okay, we got that one. How about confused? That's so hard. That's one for kids, right? So we've got some other words like faith, serenity, harmony, peace, create, believe, dare. Let's do an adjective. Loud. How about the word fun? Or scared? That would be a good one for me right now, huh? I like to scare people with things, just like jokes. So I'm gonna do, now this is a stone that I love. I picked this one out on purpose because you can use it, like you can put scared down, you know? You can put it down here, or you could actually flip it. And you could, what's the opposite of scared? Safe, right? Safe. And then today I feel, how about tomorrow? Tomorrow. We're running out of stones, so tomorrow. We didn't do today, did we?
I don't think so.
We didn't do today. Let's do today. And then did we do need? That's a good one, need. Okay, so I've done some work, I put some words, and so these are things that you can create sentences. Now, let's say, okay, so another thing the kids and my kids and I did was we've got a whole bunch of stones over in a little sitting area that have intentions like harmony, peace. We wrote the words and we put them in there, and people will go over and they do they pull up one, and they'll actually have a stone, and they'll actually put it in an intention. So Skip, do you want to create a sentence for me to express? This is my expression board. I love this board. I can use it to write on, but I can also express. Come here, Skip. I'm putting him in the spot here. There you go. There's friends. And you can pick smaller stones. I would pick smaller stones, but I think that it's whatever you want. So you want to put something together? Putting Skip on the spot. I'm upset because you put me on the spot. Actually, I left a couple if you want to write on them. I did 2 today's. Oh. If you can think of a word, I can write it on one of the blank ones. You want that one? Okay. I was going to say need me. Oh, that's so neat. Okay, and that's funny. That's something a lot of people tell me. It says, let's see if we can get this on camera here. Okay, Skip wrote, "We are friends because you feel safe." And that's a universal need, is safety. So these are, I mean, these are really fun to make. They're easy. You have stones. You know, I had to make sure the paint that I got, I was asking questions. Is it safe for children? Is it safe for adults? A lot of times, even in relationships, I'll tell people to keep a notebook next to their bed and write notes, and then have, you know, sometimes people are passing and going. So these are great. And what you can do is, if you live in like cold weather, you can put these outside in the warm weather and have like a little rock bed, you know, that you can, and I've seen these over at Toledo Botanical Gardens, and it's so neat to see people are creating these sentences. It's making them think, and then people add on to it. And so even if you have a place you can do this, or with the kids and their friends, you can put it in a magical, make it a magical, you know, creative expression bed, or whatever you want to do. Or you can put it in a bucket in the house, you could put it under a plant, and then the kids can take it. And then, you know what's neat is you don't have to tell them, oh, tell me how you feel today. They'll just pull out the stones, and then you can go over and check on it. You can see what kind of day are they having. And if you want to answer them, then you just put, like, we are friends because you make me feel safe. And so what I would do is say, we are friends because you, and because, let me see. Because you are safe, and then I would say, I'm going to write appreciate. And I'll say appreciate, let's see, let me get one of my other ones. Appreciate, where's my I? You see the I, Skip? Let's see, I, here we go. I'll just put an I. I appreciate you. Where's my you? I have a you. I appreciate sharing dreams with you, I'm going to say. With you. So Skip wrote, we are friends because you feel safe, and I wrote, I appreciate sharing dreams with you. That's my answer. So, you know, he walks away, and then he comes back and he sees that I wrote this. And it's so neat. You can create so much. And I see them a lot, like there's a fire pit over here right behind Skip, and when you go to the Botanical Gardens, they actually have this round circle, and it's at Toledo Botanical Gardens, and they have all kinds of words, and people communicate, and it's cool. So how do you get these words? We'll include some links, but most of all, just listen to your kids talk. You talk. What do you talk to your spouse? Fetch. That would be the dog going, I would appreciate if you play fetch with me, you know? Of course, the dog's not going to pull out those stones, but these are things that, or I am sad because my brother and I had a fight. You know, this is how you can communicate with one another. So this is really important in these days and times, that we take time to slow down. And I do this, I love to do this. I used to have all the stickers and magnets on my fridge, and then I found they started falling off. And these are something that, even if you put them back into the earth when you move, somebody will use them. You could give these as gifts. And how much does this cost? These pens were $9.99. The stones were free, but if you want to go to if you go to a park and you pick up stones and you're allowed to, then make sure you make a donation. Always give back. Always give back to to nature. You can do it on so many things. I want to just thank you for taking the time with me today. And if you have an idea or something that you use, a way that you communicate with people, in your members of your family, ways to work out problems, please leave that in the comments below, and we'll try it. We're here. That's what Prisms of Light. It's about family. It's about showing up. It's about being there for you. And it's all about us being one. Coming from the Mama Bear. I'm Kimmie Rose. Peace.